Hello everyone, welcome to something a bit different. I'm sure the title is a dead giveaway. Instead of just doing Minecraft stuff, I'm actually recording something specifically for YouTube, for you all to see and for people to, well, watch me unbox. This box is actually bigger than I was expecting. It's not small. Also, my webcam is now going crazy, but here it is, the Xbox, I guess the glare, the Xbox Series S. And we will also compare it to the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and my Halo Special Edition original Xbox. This, they're saying, is the smallest Xbox ever. We shall see. Then again, I don't even own the smallest one that is available, which I think, God, what would that be? The Xbox One X. It might be the smallest before this. I'm not totally sure, but I've already snipped the sides. So shall we just get into this? Yeah, okay, I'm like, wait, did I actually do all the sides? Yeah, we're good. We're good. So here we go. Power. Well, this is packaged quite well. And, yeah, no, this box is a lot bigger than the console that's on the inside. By a fair amount. Then again, I guess there's a controller, cables, and other stuff on the inside. So let's get the console out. And, the startup guide stuff, how to get things set up. There's... I'm like, where? Oh, wait a minute. Where is that controller? It's in here. Isn't it? Yep. Yes. Papers, all that stuff. And, no box. See, the Xbox One, at least the original Xbox One, comes with a giant power brick. Which I guess I won't need to use anymore, which will be nice. But here's the power cable. Standard. Probably what every console uses nowadays. And an HDMI cable, which I technically didn't need, because I have got plenty of them. But I'll take another one. Then, the coup de grace, I guess that is the console, is the controller. So let me get the box, which is quite big. Quite big for the console, but with everything on the inside, makes sense. So, let's take this new-ish, slightly upgraded, instead of a revolution, it would be an evolution of an Xbox One controller, the Xbox Series S and X controller. The difference is this S is white and the X is black, and I do have an Xbox One controller here. What are the differences? There's a button here on this one, and the D-pad is different. But let me see. There are other differences, minor differences. Their grip on the back. There's, you can't really tell in the video, but there's grips on the back, grips on the controller. This feels. Hold on. I'm just feeling this out. Yeah, I like the grip, so it's less chances if I'm like really in a game intense, I'm dying a lot, I'm like my hands are getting sweaty. Less chance of it just going slipping. A good way to describe it is slipping off. So yeah, share button. Hold on, let's test this. Yeah, easier to go to the sides and stuff. Although I don't really use it for movement in games. I always stick to the two joysticks, and then the ABXY are pretty much the same. I don't know what they're called. The two boxes, two squares, and the three lines. Back and start is what I still call them after all these years of what I'm used to. So, yeah, two controllers. And we can also, I think they said it's like 2% smaller or something, which also means probably my third-party rechargeable battery might not work, which it's not the end of the world, which is a bit of a shame. But this is gonna feel nice. Also, you know, it's not worn out. Like, this controller is 7 years old now, and you can feel it's a little worn. But also, I have other controllers here. We might as well do a minor comparison. Here's a 360 controller. Yes, it is a special edition Halo controller. I actually think this one broke years ago. I have other ones that still work, but comparing, as you can still see, actually, although, without realizing it, the D-pads almost look, just on camera look the same, but this one is just, the D-pad on the 360 was the one thing on 360 that was just trash. It was terrible. Squishy, it's just awful. This new one, I think it's a good middle ground between the Xbox One D-pad and the 360 D-pad, and it's been a while since I've held this. And yeah, the other issue with the 360 was the battery pack in the back, which fingers, if you have big hands, luckily I don't. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Also, you know, since I've got all this stuff, why not? The redesigned original Xbox controller. Let's get this untangled as quickly as we can and compare them. Again, from here to the 360 to Xbox One to the Series S and X, it's minor incremental changes. Obviously, one big difference between the original Xbox is the fact there's only 2 triggers. There's no shoulder buttons, which instead of the shoulder buttons, there was a black and white button here with the ABXY, same crappy D-pad, and pretty much the thumbsticks have remained the same. The triggers have remained, I mean, I'm sure there's other differences, but there is that. And let me just, it's going to have a mess to clean up after this. So, and you know, why don't we go completely old school to the original Xbox controller, the Duke. Which is, yeah, I had to go digging to find the Xbox, the original, I almost said Xbox One controllers, that's not right. Original Xbox controllers. Here's the Duke. Ignore the dust. Literally, this is not a button, it's just a piece of plastic with the Xbox logo and, like, I don't even know, cardboard under it or paper or something, and this thing is massive. And then, obviously, you can see the ABXY or, like, at a cockeyed angle and all that stuff, and the really bizarre shaped D-pad and the memory card slots, but I guess it's the same with the other Xbox. Original Xbox. I keep wanting to say Xbox One. No, it's not. Microsoft. I must admit, I like my Xboxes, but man, Microsoft is terrible at naming systems. Nintendo is up and down. They've got good names, and then they come up with the Wii U, and you're just like, what is even this? And then Sony, the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not amazing, but you know what it is. So at least there's that. And let's go to this tiny little thing. Power your dreams. It won't be in 4K. But the reason I went with the Series S over the X1, I have a 1080p TV. You can't see it. And my monitors are 1080p. And I stream at 1080p. And when I go back to England, this can come with me. The Series X will require its own seat. Maybe. Probably. This will actually fit in my backpack. Which actually, look at this. Yeah, no, it will. Most certainly fit in the backpack. So let's open this sucker up. Get this out of the okay, this thing is tiny as holy crap. This thing is I realize it's the same size as when it was in the packaging there, but my goodness. So it's got little feet on this side, so if you want to stand it up, boom, you can. There's one USB port on the front. This button here is to connect the controller. Pair it, I guess you want to call it, and then obviously you've got the power button here. The button, unlike the Xbox One where it's a touch sensitive, so how many times did my Xbox One randomly turn on? More than once. It has happened. On the back, which actually, look at this. I'm not sure if this is, there are little braille, I guess you say braille. I'm not sure if it's actual braille or not, but there's dots on the back to let you know what is what. So you've got Ethernet port, 2 USB ports, HDMI out, storage expansion, and the power plug-in goes in there. And the storage expansion, right now the only one available is a 1 terabyte storage expansion for $200 or $220. I forget the exact price, but it's not cheap, especially when the system cost me $300. I was thinking about getting it, and then I saw the price, and I was like, nah. It's about twice what I was willing to pay for it. I must admit, I was hoping for like 100. So I'm going to be stuck with 512 gigs, which obviously you subtract the OS and whatever, it's a bit less than that. But you know what? My Xbox One launch console here, 500 gigs. So I've dealt with it. So, you know, it'll be fine. Microsoft has said at least first-party games will be about 1/3 smaller since they won't have 4K assets, so that'll help a bit. Luckily, I don't play Call of Duty, which apparently the new one is like 250 gigs on PC. Probably less on console, but it's big games. It's big games. But, yeah. If you guys want to watch me play any new games that have come out, twitch.tv/TrunksWD. I hopefully will be streaming, well, as I'm recording this, in the next couple hours or so, depending on how long it takes to get everything set up and games installed. And, yeah, trying to do at least Mondays and Wednesdays between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern start time. But yeah, hope see you guys around there on my streams. First big game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want to redo Gears 5. Should look a lot better. Ray tracing, all that extra stuff to make the games prettier. Falconeer is another, like, more indie-looking game, but it looks cool and fun. Cyberpunk when that comes out, and Immortals Phoenix Rising for games that are coming out this year. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but next year, the big daddy, which I wish I would be playing tonight, but it needed the delay, would be Halo Infinite, as I'm sure you know the technical issues with that, for sure. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little brief unboxing, comparing it to, oh my goodness, it is tiny. So I'm just I can't really tell here. I don't want to move it because I don't want all my consoles to fall and then all of them break, especially when I just bought. So, yeah. Here's the edge of them. Also, sorry about the webcam moving desk and everything. It's fine. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to get this set up, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.